Okay, so this is going to be a video showcasing all of the weird stuff that I found that is too small to put into a whole video. So there'll be about like maybe 10 or so different entries here of weird haunted shit that's happened to me. So, or just anything really scary in general. So here we go. So this one isn't too scary, but it's just kind of weird. It's something I found going off a road that I don't even know the name of. But it's this big commune that's in the woods, made of like old trailers and RVs, and I could see some people walking around. And as you can see, there's like a big hill just before it, and that was like a crazy big drop off. So either they drove up that somehow, or they came up another way to go in there. But this is actually a very recent discovery. I discovered this yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, as I'm making this video, so very recently. And once again, this is in that power line area, the new areas I've been discovering. It's Hastings Road, Cook Creek Road, all kind of around that area. The thing they have all in common is these lines, these power lines run through all of them. I guess this is like, the new chapter of my channel where I'm starting to really venture out into these new areas, and this happened to be one of them. Okay, this is an unuploaded video of a Thunderbird at Buckley Bay. Unfortunately, I recorded the video portrait. I don't know why, but as you can see, there's this massive bird in the sky, bigger than any eagle. Judging by the distance to the ground in the sky, you can tell it is absolutely massive. So we saw this, and it was circling around for a long time, and it kept going up higher and higher and higher, and eventually it went so high we just couldn't see it anymore. But I was with Tar during this, but it was undoubtedly one of the best Thunderbird encounters I've really ever had. Alright, so I've talked about this trailer before. Well, I've featured it on the channel before in one of my abandoned explorations, but there's something I kind of failed to talk about in that video, and that was all the curses and creepy shit that happens in this trailer that we've seen. We see shadows dancing in the far room. Things will be moved around often, like that tarp you see on the floor. One day we were gonna go in, and it was falling out the front door of the trailer. That window was smashed with like a stick going through it, and there's random shit we find in there sometimes, like really old cans and whatever that appear out of nowhere. Stuff that like no one could really just put in there, like, you know, cans from the 80s and whatever that just appear. We're here whistling in the woods. One time we encountered the pig man, but that's for another video. I won't talk about that just yet, but this trailer is super weird. It's on my friend's property, so that's why we've been to it so many times. But that whole area is actually pretty weird. I'll touch base more about it in another video. But this is 100% paranormal. It could not be any person, as this is once again way out beyond any civilization where my friend's property is. Alright, so I have a black metal project. It's just me. I do all the guitars and drums and all that. And I was out doing some promotional photos with a buddy who was taking the pictures. And we're in these deep woods getting these photos, and after I reviewed the photos, I thought I could see something in the back that really looks like a face. As you can see, it's just like circular, and it looks like you can see an eye there too on the right. And this photo here was taken only 10 or 20 seconds after, and you can see that that face that was just there is no longer there. It's gone, just disappeared. It's the same tree behind me, so obviously something was there and it left, ran off. And while I was there getting those photos taken, I thought I could hear something in the woods moving around, but I was a bit, I didn't want to recognize that just yet. I was a bit skeptical.